Okay, in this video, we're focusing on the average rate of change, approximating the rate or approximating the derivative. Okay, this one is definitely a grade booster. These are the easy points that you can get here. Okay, now make sure that you organize it. You know, some people ask, can I put on a post-it? That's fine too. Make sure that you give yourself a lot of space to work, okay? So I would encourage you to do this on a separate sheet. For me, I want to make sure that the problem is in front of you, so I'm going to kind of work around it, okay? So for AROC, when we're approximating a rate, okay, we're trying to find a good estimate for a tangent line. Notice how they give us 1 point here, 3.5, okay? Now, we don't have the function, we just have a table of values, okay? So we have to work with what we have. So the best way to approximate the derivative at 3.5, or the slope of a tangent, is to pick a line, a secant line, that is closest to 3.5. So notice how 3.5 is somewhere in between 2 and 5, okay? So that's 2 comma 60 and 5 comma 52. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to find the average rate of change, which is basically slope. Okay. So it'll be y2 minus y1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. All right. So here's the thing. Once you set it up, you should leave it because equal is equal and you don't get any extra points for going further. Okay, now you could go further, but if you go incorrectly, you lose points. So I encourage you to just set it up and leave it. Okay, we answered the question. All right, and that's it. So if we take a look at 2011, where's 2011? Boom, 1 point, easiest point you're gonna get. Okay, they went really far, right? But really, there's no need to. Okay, they even gave extra stuff, which is really not necessary. All right, so there's your 1 point right there out of the 3. Okay, so let's practice this real quick. Let's take a look at 2010. Use the data in the table to approximate the rate at which entries were being deposited at t equals 6. Try this on your own if you need to. Press play when you're ready. T equals 6 is somewhere in between these 2 points, 5 and 7. So I'm going to write it out. 5 comma 13, 7 comma 21. So the average rate of change here is 21 minus 13 over 7 minus 5. And I leave it because equal is equal. You could have even done 13 minus 21 over 5 minus 7, and you still would have gotten it. As long as it's corresponding, you guys are good to go. Okay, let's take a look at the scoring guidelines here for 2010. Okay, so they wrote it like this, but who cares? It's the same thing. All right, they actually evaluate it, but remember, you don't need to. Equal is equal. Okay, it can only hurt you if you go further, so don't. All right. Let the AP readers do all the work for you. Okay, let's do one more just to make sure. Here we want to estimate f prime of 4. 4. Okay, try this one here. Press play when you're ready. Okay, f prime of 4. 4 is definitely somewhere in between there, in between these 2 points, 3, 4, and 5, negative 2. So that's just going to be 3 comma 4. 5, negative 2. So that'll be negative 2 minus 4 over 5 minus 3. Or 4 minus negative 2 over 3 minus 5. Okay? Equal is equal. You leave it. You don't touch it. Okay? Because you don't get extra points for going further. Okay? And again, 2009, just to kind of making sure that it'll stick with you guys, that's a 1 point question. Easy 1 point to get. Okay, and there are other easy points in this problem too that I'll go over in the next few videos, okay? But there you go. That's it.